Welcome back to Talking Balls, the irreverent look at football, teaching you to not take the game too seriously. Until the end. Final thought. It's always a bit bleak. On this week's show, there's this, and there's this, and then there's this. Oh, and before I forget, the background's not going to stay like this for the whole season. We haven't done anything about it. We thought about it last minute and maybe we should change it. So what we thought would give you the opportunity to choose what goes on the wall next week. It can be anything.
Literally anything you like on the wall. We'll put it up there next week. Talking Balls, anything you like on the wall. Anything you like on this wall. Oh, God, I got lightheaded.
To get on the wallpaper playlist, all you need to do is put your suggestions in the comments below. On next week's show, we'll put it in the background, even if it has no relevance to anything that's happening, and people come into the show for the first time will look and go, what the fuck is going on? How niche is this? This is an inside joke. I'm not leaving, and I'm not going to subscribe. Despite that, we're men of our word. Men, I'm a man of my word. So Gary Lineker reckons you don't need to get stuck in to win games. Yeah, right, he's probably right. I mean, look at the possession sides of the 2000s, Barcelona's tiki-taka. Look at the domination that Spain had over European and world football just a few years back. To get success, you don't need to be physical, but not everyone's fucking Barcelona, Gary. Some of us are Wigan, some of us are Birmingham, some of us are fucking Carlisle, and some of us are Stoke. And think about the stalwarts of physical football that you are mugging off as well. Those that got stuck in and could play football. You're discrediting the legacy of some of football's greats. Vinnie Jones, Julian Dix, Duncan Ferguson, Tony Adams, Roy Keane, Lee Cattermole, Wes Brown, Lee Bowyer, Papa Bouba Diop. Here's a boring sentence. Time for some Stoke transfer news. Having signed Jesse Rodriguez, Stoke now have more Champions League winners than any other club. The illustrious list includes 5 players: Darren Fletcher, Jesse, Bojan, Shaqiri and Afellay. If there is a list of 5 worse players to win the Champions League than those, let me know in the comments below, because they're all pony. Here's another boring sentence. West Brom have made a signing this week, and West Brom fans were very excited to see who they had signed.
West Brom finally signed someone. The buggies, unbelievable. West Brom finally signed someone. Well, it's about time.
Did you hear the news? Can you imagine the nerve of that guy? Trying to fool the whole world? Boy, he really was a crook.
We've signed someone. We've actually signed someone. I'm afraid it's Gareth Barry. Why would you say that? Why? Why would you say that?
You're a crook. You're a cheat and a swindler. That's what you are. How can you do a thing like this? Build up a little boy's hopes and then smash all his dreams to pieces.
You get nothing. You lose.
Of all the clubs in the professional game in England, only Tottenham have failed to sign a player this summer. Even Danny Rose has passed comment on it, saying that his club needs to sign players, and especially they have to sign players that you don't have to Google. But Spurs are finally set to spend. Davinson Sanchez, £35 million from Ajax. Right. Papa Cech Diop. And Spurs are in talks with Serge Aurier. Aurier. It's a lot of vowels. Said what to Laurent Blanc? Said he'd put what in Ibrahimovic's bum? Then again, spending money for the sake of it isn't always the one. Barcelona has spent €40 million in buying what some Spurs fans consider to be their worst ever player, Paulinho. And to be honest, he wasn't that bad. If you needed someone to go in there and confuse the opposition into making mistakes because there was a bloke on the pitch acting a bit weird, Paulinho was your man. He also did this once.
And you can have your dream. You're the best around.
What is happening at Barcelona? Only a few years ago, they were the best team on the planet. Now they're selling Neymar and buying Paulinho. That said, I think I was one of the only few people who enjoyed the Neymar transfer to PSG. I've never seen Barcelona have their pants pulled down like this before, and as a team like Real Madrid, who can pretty much get any player they desire, it's nice to see them taste some of their own medicine. And one final thing before I leave you, this is what Pep Fraudiola, do you like that? I was playing words, Fraudiola, as in Guardiola, but Fraudiola is a play because I think it's a bit of a myth. Craig's not in. This is what Pep Fraudiola said in 2009. Modern football sometimes makes me sad. Nowadays, there can be more focus on big-name signings rather than promoting youth. And that makes me sad. I have grown up with the Barcelona method, and I hope to stay true to it for my whole career. Why buy a striker for 50 million when there is one waiting in your youth team? Indeed, Pep. Indeed. So I watch YouTube, obviously my finger's on the pulse. Big fan of YouTubers. And I've noticed that the diss track thing has been going on. It's been creeping into football as well. You've got to see DT, who is he? There you go, have a look at this.
You dummy. Man, all this is more than funny. See your whole club's falling apart at the seams and you think Neymar left for money.
And I thought, diss track equals views, equals subs, equals money for you, and money for me. Yeah? Are we in, boys?
Middle-class white men.
Well over 30. Fuck that. No, what would I say? No. Not in a million fucking years. Jim, no.
Just a quick one.
No.